What's up, folks? Me and Rusty are taking a little drive. It's actually kind of warm. Funny how that sun works. I don't know if you know, but the rays come through this glass. Then when they make contact with stuff, they bounce back, but they're at a different frequency, so they cannot penetrate the glass, and so it gets hot as shit inside the vehicle. That's why you're not supposed to leave your dogs in there and stuff. Anyways, I don't know if you noticed, but yeah, my new Ibex sweater is in, just in time for winter. Like I was saying yesterday, if you watched yesterday's post, it took 3 weeks to get this god dang thing. I've been wearing an Ibex for like 4 years. Ibex sweater for 4 years. I've been wearing an extra large. I ordered an extra large, and it came in and it was way too small. It was like a child's extra large, I think. So I had to send it back. I ordered a Pendleton sweatshirt, extra large. That sucker didn't fit. And then the Ibex 2XL, which was double the cost of the XL, had dropped in price to a manageable cost for me. And I ordered it, and it fits pretty dang good. So one of the problems you get when you wear XLs are when you drop from a 2X to a XL, you lose a little bit of length, so it kind of sucks. My whole world revolves around shit fitting me. But hey, who wants to be average size, right? So the biggest question on my mind is, what do I do with my old sweater? It's not even, it's faded. It's like brown now. It's no longer black. The sun has faded it. Also, holy shit, it has holes all over the place. Elbow, arm, and then right at the wrist. Holes all over the place. I think it's trash myself. I think it's worth throwing in the trash. I don't know what to do with it. My buddy says, "Oh, keep it. Cut the sleeves off." And he's one of those people that keeps everything. He's got a whole basement full of cardboard boxes that he just in case. Although they come in handy because I always know where to go if I need a cardboard box. But so that sweater, which I think I've had that for 3 years. I had the one previous to that for a year. I think it might just go in the trash. I mean, maybe I could give it to Goodwill, but I'm like, here, have my piece of shit, trashy, hold up sweater, poor people. I don't know. Yesterday, my buddy and I worked on the paneling in the van. You can't really see it from here. I put pine paneling. I have a video that I posted, kind of like a how-to video. It's not a very good one because I was doing the work, not filming it. But I put paneling on both these back windows, the ones that don't open. Put paneling up, another layer of insulation in there. Filled some channels with foam insulation, and it looks super cool. It looks real nice. And it took us all day. The prep work, there's a lot of prep work that needed to be done. Trimming some of the headliner, keeping the headliner for now. Eventually that'll come out and I may just put paneling in, but it would be a whole project. I have to take everything out of the van, get in here, insulate the ceiling, and then put the paneling in. So I'm gonna leave that alone for a while. That definitely, it looks good, and it definitely would be nice to have some paneling. And then I can install some decent lights and maybe not have to use the light strip. But the light strip, for $20 or whatever it costs, that light strip is perfect. Occasionally, some of the bulbs are kind of screwed up because somebody's been chewing on it here on occasion. I can't complain. Actually, I mean, I could replace it with another $20 strip and it'd be all right. So if you want to see that, what exactly I'm talking about, the last video I put it up this morning, shows a little bit of the process. how we did it. To include a new feature on the exterior of my van in the back, that courtesy of my buddy for when he drilled out the holes. I don't know. If you'll see it if you go. I didn't even care. I cared a little bit, but he feels bad enough for dinging the. You have to see the pictures or the video, but he feels bad enough that I don't have to give him shit about it, or I don't have to be mad at him about it, or do anything. I told him that when it came down to drilling out the other side, he was like, "You better do it." I'm like, I am gonna do it. And I drilled it out, and I didn't do what he did. And I said, you know what just happened? I just earned myself the right to give you shit for the next 20, 30 years. I always tell him, or always remind him how he put holes in my van that one time. And last thing I want to talk about was, I tried to cover it yesterday, but Rusty and Bogey were excited to see each other, and I had to cut the video short. But writing styles, like my writing style, which I'm still kind of developing, but I'm like, I guess it's part military, right? Straight to the point, put the facts, no bullshit, no fluff. I think that's a style that people like about my my nonfiction. Definitely. I mean, they commented on my nonfiction on Amazon about straight to the point, blah blah blah, short, sweet, but informative, and that's cool. I like that. I like that feedback. But what I don't like, or what I realize, is that for nonfiction, there needs to be a little bit more description. But just descriptions bore me, right? I'll skip through it. So if you're gonna talk about the color of the autumn sky and how tranquil it is and the colors look like a blah blah blah, I literally kind of skip to the goods. Like, I want to know what the bad guy's doing, what's the good guy doing, what's the interaction, and I don't know. I kind of want to get to the goods, but I do see like a medium range. So like Milagro Beanfield War. It was a great book, and I really, really did love it, and it's one of my favorites. But there's a lot of descriptive of the fields and the grass and all this stuff that I just didn't care for. I don't care for. Then we go to Lee Child's Killing Floor, the first of the series of Jack Reacher. I like that because he doesn't fuck around. It's straight. He barely describes anything. Straight to the point. I like that, but I can see where it's a little dry. And then there's Stephen King. Stephen King and Misery, he's kind of like, I think he's like in between there. There's still some, I really think he's like I think he's like the middle, which is where I probably want to be. Maybe below Stephen King. Maybe in between Lee Child and Stephen King. I want to be a little bit of description to help the reader, but I definitely don't want to go into every detail about the many different colors of the leaf that just slowly fell to the ground, swinging side to side until, I mean, I don't know. I don't even think I can do that. I can't even pretend to do it. So anyways, we're gonna do a little bit of looking at Big R. I don't know if you've ever been to Big R, but it's like Buckeyes in Perryville. If you've ever been to Missouri, it's like Buckeyes. And if you hear that noise, whoever installed my stereo did something wrong, because it just makes that noise randomly. All right, peace out, people.